Another attack on the country's infrastructure, this one targeting Mubarak Al-Kabir port on its Boubia Island. According to Kuwait's Ministry of Public Works, the port infrastructure was attacked by hostile drones and cruise missiles. It said there were material damages but no casualties. A separate attack targeted Kuwait's Shuwaikh port earlier this morning, also causing material damages, according to authorities. And Commander Sodi, what would you like to say on this latest development?
You see, so far as Iran is concerned, Iran is going to continue with the attacks on various assets of the American, bases, you can say, or their other assets in the Middle East countries, because that is the only option Iran has got as of today, other than hitting Israel. So since Iran is getting continuously hit by Israel, America has said they won't target till 6th of April the energy sector of Iran, but America will continue with the strikes on the military assets of Iran. So Iran is going to retaliate, and they are going to continue the attacks on these Middle East countries where the American assets are there. They are also warning the people in these Middle East countries that they should stay away from the assets where American bases are there or where the American soldiers are, housed. So this is how the scenario is there. And Iran, you see the statement of Iranian foreign minister today. He has made it very clear that America is the aggressor and they have carried out attacks on Iran along with Israel. And so many casualties, civilian casualties have taken place. And he has brought out that they need to be tried under war. America needs to be tried under war crime. And they are not following the international rules which have been laid out even for in cases of a conflict or a war. So this is how the state as of now is there in this area. And to me it seems it will continue for some time till the time some sort of discussions, both the sides agree to coming on the table and engage in some sort of negotiations or discussions.
Commodore Sodi, I'll just apprise our viewers of this new development coming in and come back to you. Now, viewers, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has urged civilians in the region to evacuate from areas where the U.S. has stationed its forces, saying it is duty-bound to attack American forces wherever we find them. And the IRGC's Public Relations Office has said in a statement carried by Tasneem News Agency that we strongly recommend that you immediately leave areas where U.S. forces are stationed so that you're not harmed. Commodore Sodi, what would you like to say on this?
No, that's what I meant. You see, once the Iranian foreign minister has made a statement that the civilians in Iran have been hit, civilian infrastructure has been hit, there have been a lot of casualties, and he has talked about the humanitarian aspect about this war. So that is why even Iran is giving some sort of warning to the people in the Middle East that they should stay away from these bases where American bases are there or American assets are there, or even the civilian infrastructure where they expect that the American soldiers are staying, so that the civilian casualties in those areas do not happen. So this is the right approach which Iran is taking, and I'm sure they will continue with the strikes on these Middle East countries, and somehow at least it's good that they are giving warning to the people to stay away from these areas.
Right. I'll come back to you, Commodore Sodi. Now, Saudi Arabia's defense ministry says 6 ballistic missiles were fired towards the Riyadh area. Air defenses shot down 2 of the missiles, while the other 4 fell in uninhabited areas or the Gulf waters. The ministry added. Commodore Sodi, if I ask you from a strategic standpoint, what could be the possible source or intent behind targeting the Riyadh region?
No, actually, you see, I made a mention earlier also. I said that so far as Iran is concerned, Iran has gone ahead with the horizontal escalation, where they have been hitting all the countries around this area. And whether it is, even the Saudi Arabia has been making statements, condemning Iran for whatever acts Iran has taken. So Iran is going to go ahead and target all the areas, all the possible areas where ever they find or they have some sort of input that the American soldiers are there or American some bases are there or assets are there. So that is what they are doing, and also they will be hitting the targets where it's going to pinch, where the countries, basically the aim of Iran is to get these Middle East countries together and tell US to stop attacks on Iran.
All right, Commodore Sodi, thank you so much for joining me. And now we have more breaking